Dear students, we were discussing the chapter Vital Villages and Thriving Towns. And today we'll discuss about part 3. In the previous video we discussed about crafts and craftspersons. So let's complete with the topic given in this box. Rules for spinning and weaving. At that time, what kinds of rules were there for spinning and weaving? With the help of this extract we can discuss. So these rules are from the Arthashastra mentioned in chapter 7. They describe how spinning and weaving could be done in workshops under the supervision of a special official. You know that spinning and weaving are the process to make textile, right? After spinning, threads are woven and then textile is prepared, then dyeing and other finishing work is done to make it prepare. Arthashastra is a very famous book written by Kautilya. You can see in this image. Kautilya was the chief minister or the Senapati of Chandragupta Maurya, also like home minister, and he was also the guru of Chandragupta Maurya, right? Who was the founder of Mauryan dynasty, Chandragupta Maurya. So Arthashastra written by Kautilya or Chanakya. So what explained here? Widows, young women who are differently abled, nuns means physically handicapped, nuns, mothers of courtesans, retired women servants of the king, women who have retired from service in temples, may be used for processing wool, bark, cotton, hemp and flax. So for these kinds of works, these women were used and they did these kinds of activities. They should be paid according to the quality and quantity of work, how much they could do and what kind of work they did. So on the basis of their works, quality and quantity, they were paid. Women who are not permitted to leave their homes can send maid servants to bring the raw material from the superintendent and take the finished work back to him, right? So this was the process for those women who could not leave their homes. Women who can visit the workshop should go at dawn to give their work and receive their wages. They used to take their salaries or wages. There should be enough light to examine the work in case the superintendent looks at women, right, or talks about anything other than the work, he should be punished. So this was very strict rule. If a woman does not complete her work, she will have to pay a fine. What kind of fine? Very harsh fine, and her thumbs can be cut off. So this was very severe punishment used to be there for women, those who could not complete the work, right? After that, next one is a closer look. Arikamedu. Arikamedu, you can see in this map in Puducherry, and also we'll read about Rome on page number 88. You have seen between 2200 and 1900 years ago, Arikamedu was a coastal settlement where ships unloaded goods from distant lands. A massive brick structure, which may have been a warehouse, was found at the site. You can see in this picture. Other finds include pottery from the Mediterranean region, such as amphoria, tall double-handled jars that contained liquids such as wine or oil. Again, you can see in this picture, this is amphoria, and stamped red glazed pottery known as Erythine ware. Erythine ware. This is the image of Erythine ware, which was named after a city in Italy. This was made by pressing wet clay into a stamped mold. There was yet another kind of pottery which was made locally, though Roman designs were used. Roman lamps, glassware, gems have also been found at the site. Small tanks have been found that were probably dyeing vats used to dye cloth. So clothes were dyed. There is plenty of evidence for the making of beads from semi-precious stones and glass, like you are seeing in this picture. Beads, this is the example of beads. Here, Tamil Brahmi inscription. It is identified. Several pieces of pottery have inscriptions in Brahmi, which was used to write Tamil. So Tamil language written in Brahmi script. So this is Brahmi script. Now come to the next topic, elsewhere. Rome. Find Rome on map. You can see in this map, this is Rome in Italy. Easily you can identify the place. This is one of the oldest cities in Europe, developed around the same time as the cities in the Ganga Valley. You have listened so many times about Rome, Roman Empire, clear? So it was very famous place. Rome was the capital of one of the largest empires about which I have told you, one that is spread across Europe, North Africa and West Asia. Augustus was the emperor. Augustus, one of the most important emperors who ruled about 2000 years ago. It is said that he found Rome a city of brick and made it into a city of marble. He and later rulers built temples and palaces. You have seen in these pictures. They also built huge amphitheaters. Amphitheaters, open arenas surrounded by tiers of seats where citizens could watch all kinds of shows, and public baths with separate timings for men and women used to be there. In public baths means all the people could come there for bathing, but there were separate timing for men and women where people met and relaxed. Huge aqueducts, channels to supply water were built to bring water to the city for the baths, fountains and toilets. So in this way it was the supplying system for water. So water supply system also was very good. You can see in this image an aqueduct. This is different channels are made here for supplying water. So this was about Rome, city of Rome. So dear students, in this way we have completed the chapter. I hope that you understood these two topics we have discussed in this video. Revise the chapter and read it from textbook. Thank you. Have a nice day.